All right, good evening. This is Insider's Room. Do a little Sunday night baseball. Hopefully, the other guys will be joining in here real soon. We've got the Cubs and the Braves in tonight's action on ESPN. Yeah, first thoughts on this game. I mean, the Cubs finally started hitting yesterday. Unfortunately, I was on the under in that game, so it picked a bad time for the Cubs to start hitting. But that's how it is. That is baseball. So tonight, uh, I'm leaning on the Cubs in this one also. I'm hoping they can start hitting again as keep the bats going, and I think Hendricks is a good pitcher here, and he'll keep the Braves off the scoreboard. So I do like the Cubs in this one. Right now I'm sitting on the hoping that the Dodgers can come through tonight for me. That was my big play for today. I only had one play, but it was on the Dodgers late in that one, bottom of the eighth. Or top of the ninth. We'll see what happens there. But like I said, the other guys should hopefully be on soon. If not, it's going to be a pretty boring and short show. Like I said, yeah, Cubs, Braves coming up here shortly. I do like the Cubs, uh, but we'll see what happens. Just getting back down. Yeah, that's the thing about baseball. It's a long season. Everybody goes in streaks. You get just like teams. Big win streaks, losing streaks. You just gotta, good money management and go through it as best you can. And hopefully the winning streaks are better than the losing streaks. Like I said, watching this Dodgers game here, it's 2-2, bottom of the eighth. Padres have a couple guys on, so with one out, I'm gonna need a little bit of help here to get out of this inning. Try to give you a second here. I'm gonna pull up this, try to get this Cubs game up. Here, just a second. So the Dodgers just got the second out in the inning while we're waiting for this Braves game to come on. Looked like a routine pop up that almost caused them some problems, but it's 2 out, 2 on, and hopefully the Dodgers can get out of this one with unscathed. With this Braves game hopefully starting soon, we'll have some action there. Right. Looks like the Braves game is just about ready to go here. So, hope everybody's baseball season has been going well for you guys. It is, like I said, it is a long season. And then with how the NBA is going, I'm staying off the NBA until at least the playoffs. You just never know who's playing right now. It looks like the Padres have scored, so I'm gonna need some hits here in the ninth to pull this one out. But I also like the probably the I'd just look at the under, the first five under in this one. You might still be able to get in on it right now. I think Hendricks, like I said, I think Hendricks is going to do well. And even though the Cubs exploded yesterday for a ton of runs, I still don't trust those bats to do that on a consistent basis. Hopefully, if you're a Cubs fan, this will be a start of something new for them, and they can keep it going. But I just don't know. Don't have a lot of faith. Looks like they just overruled the third out in the Padres game. Padres first and third with two outs. They're taking a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the eighth. So it looks like it could be another disappointing loss for a bullpen for me again. That's been kind of my story this season. Losing a lot of games late, but hopefully that'll turn around soon. Well, so much for my Hendricks. Talk about Hendricks doing well. He just gave up a solo shot there for so 1-0 Braves. Top of the first. He grew that pitch right down the middle, right in the wheelhouse, and took advantage of it there. Yeah, so we had that Dodgers game. It's really making me mad. Start out the inning with an error, not a routine grounder. They should have been out of the inning with no runs scored, and looks like it could be hanging another L in the column. But hope you can get it back here with the Cubs tonight in this ESPN game. Down 1-0, so see what happens there. And both sides of town in Chicago, they haven't had the best of luck so far this season. They haven't got off to the start I think either team wanted to. The Cubs have been dealing with a lot of injuries. They finally got Tim Anderson back. Their bullpen is not living up to kind of like the expectations that everybody thought, and just two more runs coming in here for the Padres, so this game is pretty much over. So turn my attention to the Cubbies here. So Hendricks just walks the next batter after the home run. Doesn't really, he doesn't have. I don't think he has the command he wants at the moment, but all right. So Dodgers or the Padres get out of the bottom of the eighth, scoring three. The game sitting at 5-2. Pretty much put a pin in that game. Kind of take a look at some other games we got going on right now. Seattle up 7-2 on Houston. White Sox up 5-1 on Boston in the second game of a doubleheader after taking the first game. So hopefully the White Sox are back on track. Let's look at some games today. Garrett Cole gets the loss. Well, I don't know if he got the loss, but he pitched today and the Yankees lost. Philly shuts out St. Louis 2-0. As I said, White Sox beat Boston 3-2 in the first game. Cleveland 6-3 over Cincinnati. San Francisco 1-0 over Miami. Kansas City 2-0 over Toronto. Some low scoring games here. Pittsburgh takes one from Milwaukee 6-5. Texas 1-0. Another 1-0 game over Baltimore. Mets 2-1 over Colorado in Colorado. Kind of surprising there. Oakland 3-2 over Detroit. Again, another tough loss for Detroit. And Minnesota and the Angels postponed today. Few NBA games going on. I said I don't follow much NBA right now. It's just too unpredictable with lineups and people sitting out for no apparent reason. One game that kind of caught my attention today because I just know somebody that had this as one of their plays today was that Knicks New Orleans game. Nick Knicks down three, few seconds left. They hit a three, sent it in overtime, and then win by 10 in overtime. That'd be a tough loss there to take. I was going through the scores there. Things aren't going good for the Cubs there. They're down 3-0 now. Guess Cubby fans are going to need those bats to come alive again this game. Hendricks just doesn't seem to have it here in the first inning. So it's going to have to be that offense again that they hope to win this one. So if you're interested in other sports, I mean, there's check out our the Insiders Room Discord and Twitch channel, YouTube. You got a lot of good shows. One of our insiders, AM Plus Money, he does the Football Friday show, and from what I understand, he had a huge weekend on his football plays. Uh, Right Cape does the NASCAR report on Sundays. If you caught that, he does. Last week he was up 4.5 units. Hopefully he'll be on here soon. He can tell us how he did today. So, and then there's lots of other people in the Discord rooms putting up free plays. So there's a lot of stuff in there for anybody that wants it. And we'll probably be doing this hopefully every Sunday. We'll do the ESPN. Do the ESPN game and get these guys in here. Hopefully next time before the game starts, let them give you their info. If there's any live betting opportunities that they see, they'll throw those out there, and chance for you to get down during the game and maybe hopefully make some money on live wagering. No, that's basically how we got started here in the Insiders Room, doing a live wagering on a Thursday and Monday Night Football. And we kind of build it up from there, and try to uh, branch out into different sports, different markets. We're gonna try to break out a tennis show here in the near future. So lots of stuff coming here. Lots of free plays, lots of information. So yeah, just keep your eyes out. Join the Discord, get the notifications. You get a notification before we go online, go live, so you can catch a show, or go back and just watch it if you miss it. Well, there's another home run for the Braves. 4-0 now. Yeah, Hendricks is getting battered after yesterday's offensive output for the Cubs. I think they thought Hendricks could come in here, shut him down, get him a win, and kind of build on some momentum here and get a good run going for the Cubs. But it looks like Hendricks just doesn't have it today. Unless those Cubs bats can come alive and hit like they did yesterday, it could be a long day here for Cubs fans. Which is always good. You can just turn the game off and go to bed early. Get up fresh for Monday work. But yeah, it's like I said before, it's kind of been disappointing for Chicago. Their pitching staff. I just don't think they have what they need in the pitching staff. They just don't have. They don't have a lot of velocity on that staff. It's a lot of just average speed pitchers, and they don't get a lot of swing and miss, and and it's hard to be contact pitchers if when they do get contact, it's going out of the park. But yep, Hendricks just hits hits an Atlanta batter. I mean, he's struggling here in this first inning for the Cubs. You'd hope he can get out of this inning, maybe just get a couple more in. You don't want to, just destroy your bench or destroy your pen, on a Sunday. Man, it's batting practice. Batting. Hendricks is doing batting practice there. Just gave up another 2-run blast. Amazing. 6-0. 6-0 Braves. Top of the first. Crazy. So now this kind of wasn't the start I was expecting for this game, but well, that is the one thing about this sport. You know, crazy things can happen. It looks like yeah, Kevin Durant injured again, in, uh, injured his thigh in the first quarter. He missed the rest of the game, so I haven't seen any like update of how bad it is. Hopefully he'll be back. At least if you're a Nets fan, you're hoping he'll be back soon. Won't miss too much more time. I do think that team could struggle though come the playoffs just because they haven't had any time to play together. Yeah, they're all Harden, Durant, Irving are all great players, but come playoff time, it's just a different brand of basketball, as you know. So I'm not sure if they're going to have that cohesiveness that's going to be needed in the playoffs. Especially consider, I mean, if you look at the Clippers last year, I think that was kind of their thing last year with George and Leonard missing a lot of time and other injuries. They just didn't seem coming down the stretch in the bubble. They just didn't seem to have that cohesiveness playing together, especially when games came down to the end and games were on the line. So hopefully, uh, they can get a little bit of game time action together. I think that could be, that could be the one team that has the firepower to rival the Lakers, and that is if the Lakers get their guys back. You know, if Davis and LeBron come back healthy, don't care what position they're in, they still got to be the favorites to win the West. Especially with Murray going down for the Nuggets, that's a big blow for them. So they were at the bottom of the first. See if the Cubs bats. If they still got juice in them after yesterday, or they're going to go back to the old Cubs and struggle at the plate. I mean, going into yesterday's game, I think they're batting like 160 or something. So, they're definitely going to have to bring that up this season. They hope to contend. They don't want to drop too far back at the start of the season. Ian Happ gets the first hit there for the Cubs. A little seeing eye single. So see if they can get something going here. It'd be nice for them to get a 1 or 2 run. If they can score 1 or 2 runs here in the bottom of the first at least. You don't expect them to get all the runs back here in the first inning, but they can claw a couple back, give them a little confidence. And obviously, the Braves are going to want to keep them off the board. So the kind of old adage, if you score, you want to keep the other team from scoring. Give your team that confidence. Kind of take the confidence out of the other team. And like clockwork, Cubs double play. Yeah, so I was hoping we'd get Right Cape and Greg the Greek on here, and they said they're running a little late. Hopefully they'll check in here soon. I don't know. At this point, the way this game is going, I'm not sure they want to check in, but the beating started early here for the Cubs. They're down 6-0 here, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. A little solo shot there. We get a run. Cubs get the 1 run back here in the bottom of the first. Solo blast. So 6-1 there. 6-1 Cubs now. There's Anthony Rizzo with that solo shot there for the Cubs. See, check out other games. How these other games are going. White Sox up 5-1. Bottom of the seventh. That second game with a doubleheader after they took the first one 3-2. What's going on in this game. Like the only two games that are going on right now. See, everything else is a final. These late finals here. Seattle won. It ended up in that game 7-2, and as I said earlier, San Diego 5-2 over the Dodgers. So the Cubs got a man on first now with Bryant. So uh, we can get another one up in the air here and get another home run and cut this lead in half. It could be a good first inning for him. Now the way that wind's blowing, I mean this could be a pretty high scoring game. I don't think we've seen the end of runs scoring here, or probably home runs for that matter. So the Cubs just got a walk, first and second there. Now with two outs. If they hadn't hit that, if the second guy hadn't hit that double play earlier this inning, I mean they could have been set up to have another. Could have had a huge inning, just like the Braves in the top part of this inning. So, no, Baez grounds to third, error. Cubs get a run there, 6-2 now. As I said earlier, you get a run or two back, get a little confidence going. That's a bad throw. Bad throw by the third baseman there. Javi takes second on a steal. Gets got 2 men in scoring position. I think they just get a base knock here from Haywood. Should drive in 2. So, right, Cave, how you doing?
Just me and you?
Well, all right, now Greg said he was running a little late, so don't know what happened to the rest of them, but yeah.
All right. Well, you can hear me. All right. So what do you want for this game? Anything?
No, I made. Well, I only had one play today. That was on the Dodgers, and they gave that one up. So, just took it easy today.
Yeah, I like the Cubs, but they're not doing too well right now.
No, Hendricks. Yeah, Hendricks was pitching batting practice there in the top of the first.
NASCAR didn't go well either.
No.
No.
Yeah, Hayward just grounded out, so that threat's over. So 6-2 at the end of 1.
They're gonna get crushed.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
I don't know. The line moved in their favor. I was gonna take the Cubs.
Yeah, I mean,
I was watching White Sox games.
Yeah, they did well today.
Yeah, they were up 4-1.
I think they scored. I think it's 5-1 now. So, yeah, well, it looks like their bullpen held on to one today.
There you go. Yeah, the one I didn't take.
Yeah. The 3-2, the first game of the doubleheader. Yeah. So.
I was on the Orioles today, and it was 0-0 in the 9th inning. No scoring. Rangers won, I think 1-0 in the 10th.
Yeah. There's a couple 1-0 games today.
Yeah, that's why I do NASCAR. NASCAR on Sundays.
Yeah, I always find Sundays weird for baseball.
Sundays, Thursdays, and Wednesdays are bad baseball days.
Yeah, like the getaway days.
Well, yeah, they let guys rest, and
yeah.
At
least it's not as bad as the NBA.
Nothing could ever be as bad as the NBA.
No.
tough. Whoever does well in the NBA, my hat's off to you. Tough sport to cap.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's the thing, though, isn't it? You never know who's playing until, or they even think they know who's playing until, and then like 2 minutes before they come on the court, somebody says, I'm not playing today. I don't feel.
Even if they're playing, are they really playing?
Yeah,
You never know.
Yeah, Durant didn't last long today either.
Hey, what do you get injured?
Yeah,
I heard that.
some
Thigh or something?
Yeah, thigh hamstring contusion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. He'll probably take another couple of weeks off.
Yeah, that's as a Sixers fan, that's good for me.
Yeah. Well, I just think they're gonna struggle come playoff time. I think they're gonna be a lot like the Clippers last year. They just, they don't have a lot of those. The big three don't have a lot of time playing together. And yeah, it's easy. It's easy during the regular season when nobody cares, and you can throw when they do. You got three guys out there. It doesn't really matter. But come playoffs, it's a different ball game. You got three guys that haven't played a lot together. And it's kind of what happens.
They gotta play every other day.
Yeah,
These guys take every other day off.
Yeah, kind of like it's kind of like the Clippers last year. I mean, they, when games got tight or whatever, they, George and Leonard, whatever, they kind of struggled. They didn't even really have any time with all the core guys together to play cohesively together. And I think the Nets could run into that same problem, or one of them, Harden or Durant or Kyrie, could just go off for 50 every other night. So, either way.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
Either way.
Oh, man. I won't root for the Nets.
No, I don't. Even if they play the Lakers, I won't root for them.
Nah, me neither. So you're probably ahead of me in this game. I'm streaming it. What do you have, cable?
I'm just watching it I'm just streaming it also. I haven't been able to find the remote for the TV for like the last 3 or 4 days, so I don't know. And I had the Dodgers game on the TV when this game started, so on MLB.
How they do?
Dodgers.
Yep.
Lost.
Oh, they lost?
Yeah.
Who pitched today?
Bauer.
Oh, how bad did they lose?
Well, they were winning 2-1, and then they took Bauer out, and the guy came in and gave up a run. So it was 2-2 going to the bottom of the eighth, and the first batter, Seager, just made a bad throw and started off the inning with an error, and they ended up scoring 3 in the bottom of the eighth to win 5-2.
That's baseball for you.
Yeah. I'd be better off if they just all played 7-inning games this season.
Oh, I hate the 7-inning games.
Oh, so do I.
They're the worst.
But I'd have a lot more wins if the team just finished after 7 innings.
Yeah,
I've lost more games late already this season. I mean, I lose them. Like every weird play that's happened in baseball, I think I've been on the losing side.
There have been a few this season.
Yeah.
This Cubs team is pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, One of those things. They look good on paper, but they just can't hit. I mean, you're not gonna, and after they traded Darvish, they really have no starters that are like power pitchers. They're all about,
Yeah, Hendricks isn't an ace.
No, you got Hendricks, but then you got Hendricks, you got like Davies and Alan Mills, and they all throw the same.
Yeah, I don't like any of them. I don't think their lineup's great either.
I mean, it could be decent if they were hitting, but nobody's hitting for them.
Yeah, because it's cold everywhere.
But yeah, it's like the whole team. The whole team's been kind of in a slump for about a year and a half, 2 years.
And they're still in that World Series hangover.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
They might be.
But well, Bias thing last year was he said because he couldn't watch video, but now he can watch video and it hasn't seemed to help him.
Yeah, I'm a Bias fan. I like him. I think he was up for MVP consideration a couple years ago. He should be the best player on that team.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I agree with you there. But
is this who started, Wilson?
Yeah. Yeah, he started the game.
So that was all you were on with the Dodgers today?
Yep.
Yeah, I just did Orioles and my NASCAR bets, and I don't think any of them hit.
I was just before you came on, I was touting you how well you did last week.
Well, I mean, Hamlin was the leader pretty much the whole race, and Truex was right there too. And all of a sudden, a restart happened, and yeah, it got weird. But that's how NASCAR. That's NASCAR.
Yeah, that's
That's why people don't like to bet it. I don't know.
Yeah, that is, isn't it? You get a guy out there that dominates the whole race, and then you get a restart, and he gets pushed out or something, and you just see him pushed out a line or something. He goes from like first to like 20th, like
14th, yeah,
like in no time.
I said the Cubs got a guy on base.
Yep.
Do you bet live baseball or no?
Sometimes.
Do you like the innings props? They score runs or not?
Sometimes I do it. I haven't done it much this year, but
yeah, it's kind of early to get stats on it. You got thrown out of third.
Yeah. Looks like Looks like the Tigers.
Is that what they like to do? Bad base running?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, all he had to do was put his hand out, and he would have been safe.
Hello?
Was that about your car warranty?
No, it was my son. Take back a second.
Oh, shit. All right. If nobody scores this inning, I want to take the no runs for the fourth inning. Hey, you left me hanging.
Well, here's the thing, man. I was hoping somebody else would be on here. I gotta step out for a minute.
Yeah.
Go pick up my son. Could you just hang out on your own?
I don't know how entertaining that'll be, but
It can't be any worse than my first 40 minutes. or do you just want to come back on here in about 15 minutes?
yeah, let me know.
Okay. All right. I'll just close this out, and we'll be back on in about 15 minutes.
All right.
All right.